Hello, and welcome to Peaks of Yore. So I've got a bit of time to kill today, because I can't go hiking, because I've got a driving lesson in a few hours, so I figured screw it, might as well just record something, so I can try a setup without using Audacity to record audio separately. So this may end up being a bit weird, because it's essentially going to be recorded the same way I do streaming, and it means I'm going to have to dynamically fiddle with the audio in the middle of recording sometimes when things get loud, but we shall see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, this is Peaks of Yore. It's a climbing game that I actually kind of love. I've played it before, as you can see. I'm 60% of the way through my first off-camera playthrough. But if I took that one up, I'm on a peak that would take literally hours for me to summit. So, I'm going to start again and just take you through the basic peaks and have some fun climbing and have some rage probably at falling down all the time. With the added spice that this time I'm doing it with a controller and not with mouse and keyboard that I was doing it with before, to add an extra layer of complication. The Great Gales, 1887. A lonely cabin with a view. Cozy. There we go, it is pretty cozy, isn't it? Got a lovely clock here. An empty board. Oh, a lovely little fireplace. A candle by the bed. Nice-ish view of a mountain. And we are a peak bagger, which means that we are here to climb all of the peaks and the hills and basically everything we can possibly climb. It's 1887, so I don't expect a vast amount of technology. It's just going to be us, our hands, and a rope, basically. So we're going to start with Greenhorn's Top. These are like the different grades running from easy to unconquered, and that is like the final ones that we won't get there in the 2 hours of playing this today. And then there's different obstacles as we go, but you'll see it as we go. So Greenhorn's Top is easy with no obstacles. It's just your basic climbing. Off we go. Doodly-doodly-doo with a little stick. Happy the mountain? No, okay. Greenhorn's Top. Sir?
Oi, lad. Up here. You're one of them peak bagging types, eh? I see you're dressed
getting the controls down.
But are you sure you can climb with these scrawny mitts?
They're not that scrawny. Look at them.
Well, the route starts over there to your left. Let's see what you've got.
Okay. So it's a sort of almost like a quappy experience in that you just have to like you use your arms separately and you just like sort of swing around like a little bit of this, and you just have to like grab on with your hand, and then to summit, you got to like use both. That's about it really for now anyway. It gets significantly harder. Here we go. So I've summited the basic one.
Pretty sight flail and ruined like that, but I suppose congratulations is in order.
Nice pipe though.
Go ahead and claim your stamp. If you ain't quitting already, I'm sure we'll meet again.
Good that I got the crotch shot in there, just to sort of put it right in his fucking back of his head. There we go. Right, let's get our stamp. Right, there we go. So, we have a little peak bagging book. This is what we assigned from. And boop, we basically stamp each peak as we get there. So let's head back to the cabin. So we conquered our first peak. We conquered Greenhorn's Top. These are the basics. The peaks get bigger and harder as we go. So, having played this a fair bit, I suspect that the basic peaks will go past reasonably quickly. Hello? Oh, hello, sir.
To you, sir. I am here representing the official...
The OAS, of course.
Since you have begun lodging here, I assume your intentions are to conquer the peak-bagging challenge of the Great Gales.
Correct.
Noble endeavour indeed, I must say. You should know, though, even the greatest mountaineers lose their wit trying the same. In any case, I wish you luck. We will be watching.
Good to know. Thanks for that. Little bow and off he goes. Okay. Unless anyone else wants to knock on my door, we are off to number 2, which is Paltry Peak. This will be a bit higher. Shouldn't be too bad though. Still pretty close to the cabin and all. Some it's just okay. Put my sticky bag down. Anyone here to say hello? Or it's just a lonely climb? Good lord, it looks like the climb up here is going to be more arduous than the actual climb to the top of the peak. So it should be fairly straightforward. Just do a jump and a drop. So let me just get my bearings with controller. So we can do a little bit of that, and it like swoops up. If I remember rightly on this game, there's sort of, it's not really an exploit, it's just a bit of physics weirdness. So if you jump up and do that, you get insane air. For some reason, just putting your hands up like that gives you fairly nuts momentum sometimes, which will come in handy. Ooh, God, it is difficult to be precise with the controller, but that will come in handy when we start reaching cruxes where we have to make jumps, basically. So there we go. That's Poultry Peak. I'm way too close to the edge. So there we go. Wow, this is. If you suffer vertigo, I apologise. But it is called Peaks of Yore, so you probably knew what you're getting in for. So that's our second peak done. Nice and easy. Still easies. And we're off the old mill next. Which is a little further out, I think. Yeah, it's just downward south. I'm preparing... Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, my goodness.
Good morning. Blimey, you must be here to do the peat bagging challenge, eh? They say it's the toughest challenge a climber can do. I love to climb myself, though my pa ain't much for me doing so. Anyhow, I've got a big parcel for you. Older fella sent me to deliver it to you, in regards to your first ascents.
Is that the pipe man?
Good day to you.
Good day. Cheerio. And all that. What do we got? We have a gramophone. A standard Edison phonograph Mark 7. Fine gift which can liven up the quiet crab in life. Comes with a selection of classics. Phoenix Aunt Marionette. My Pillow and Me by Lizzie Miles. I'll do, why not? I don't know what the hell these songs are. Sure. Let's head to the old mill. Okay. Oh. Are you pipe man? No, he had a bit of a beard. Do you have a bit of a beard?
Good morrow.
Oh,
Name's
you got a
Bob.
hell of a beard.
I do a bit of maintenance here and there on old Bessie.
Oh, you do sound different though.
Lots of
Different old man with a beard.
liking to train their grips on them old wings.
Oh.
I see. You're here for the stamp, eh? Well, while you're at it, see that hat up there and that tree? Someone must have lost it while climbing the mill. Feel free to grab it off the tree if you can reach it.
Okay. Remember this one was a bit of a pain in the ass when I did it before. So what we do is we do that. And then... Whee! So let's loop around and try and grab that hat on the other side. There we go. Gives us a bit of a bit of swinging room. So we basically just got to get on top of there, but we've got to do it in like a swing. There's no way to grab on the side of the mill, which is where the frustration comes in. So you got to like sort of jump and then hope you land there and don't overshoot it and die. But we are going to just go all the way around with my incredible grip strength. Try and get that hat. Because why not? Okay, easy does it. I think I'm going to overshoot it a little bit. Yeah.
Ah, you've
Got it.
lad. Those long arms do you well. Bit of a tip for you.
Yep.
If you find a peak particularly frustrating, you can always return to it later. The journal you've got there is laid out in order of difficulty. Mind you, all climbers are different. Best of luck to you.
Thanks, mate. Getting carried up by the blades, so I'll see you on the other side. If I actually make it onto the top of this thing without just catapulting straight over and shattering every bone in my body on the floor. I think I should be able to swing from here. It might be actually worth this, yeah. A bit more swingage going on. Oh, there we go.
Well done. Hope to meet you again.
Thanks, mate. I wasn't expecting to do that first time. It took like 5 tries the first time I played this game. But there we go. Bong. Old mill's done. We are scything through the basic peaks. I think there's like 18 basic peaks, something like that. And then we'll get on to bouldering, which is basically tricky climbs, but they're all small, but there's no like ropes or anything. Oh, toothbrush. Best open the door, actually. Otherwise they're going to keep knocking. Hello, sir. Another new person.
I've got a parcel for you. Fella they call Porter sent me to deliver it. Said it was in honour of conquering your basic peaks.
Thank you.
Well, cheerio.
What do we got? Rope? Yeah. A sturdy dynamic safety rope with limited length. Best used before starting a difficult section in case one needs to explore the route. Also includes a safety harness, which we will not be using. So, a safety harness, as you can see there, it substitutes certain late game achievements. So what that does basically is you can attach a rope, climb up, attach another rope, climb back down, and then detach the original rope. So you can basically rope your way up the mountain. I somehow managed to completely misunderstand what this safety harness did when I did it and put the safety harness on, and then never used that function. So I substituted some achievements for some of the tall mountains because I just didn't understand how it worked. So I'm not going to use it. It's not really necessary, and in my view sort of defeats the point of the game. So we're going to do it freestyle. We're going to use ropes, so it's not quite freestyle, but we're not going to cheese it. We just clean off this hat. Just some more grime on the underneath. There we go. There we go. That's a fine hat. It's an average-looking hat. Recovered from a tree. Was left behind intentionally, or is this a case of stupor? Don't know, but it's going on the shelf. There we go. Right. Now we've got a rope. Are we tackling anything a little trickier? Yeah, we go. Grey Gully is moderate. A longer beginner's route situated in a sprouting ravine. The gully is a great place to practice pull-up and swing momentum. Okay. I don't actually remember the Grey Gully. This might be where they bring in, yeah, obscured handholds. Hello, gentlemen.
How much porridge did you have for breakfast?
Well, I can't bloody reach it.
Are ye a Pierce or no? Grab it for crying out
Okay,
loud.
that's roping
More Pierce than you.
controller.
10 minutes older, no less.
Oh, shut it and get a grip.
There's no handhold there, dude.
Oh, good day to you. Come to think of it, lifting this big buffoon of a brother on no coffee isn't exactly my idea of a good day.
You here to bag the gully, lad? Well, good luck in your ascent. The roots here are full of bloody shrubbery.
Bloody shrubbery.
The holds are longer. Best be sure before you let go of a hold. Oh, and if you fall down, at least make sure you look good doing it.
Okay, I'll make sure I look good doing it. Let's take a good look at this whole thing. Ah, it didn't look too bad, I suppose. Okay. So we need to clear this handhold first, so it's just a case of, yeah. And, yeah, there we go. It just means we're going to be a bit cautious about letting go. We want to clear off the handholds before we really commit to anything. There we go. These are all pretty solid handholds, though. It's not until we start getting clutch holds that things get a bit tricky. Ooh, come on, grab it. There we go. Yeah, get rid of you. So far we haven't needed the rope. No real value because these are simple enough holds. Yeah, man. Get rid of all that crap. Looks like a collectible down there or something. It's like another route. So we can have a climb over and have a look. It's easy to get like mixed up as to what button you're holding here. You don't want to do that. Can I reach that one? Maybe I can get it this way. Come on. Ah, come on, it's got to be in reach. Let me get over there. Don't think this will do it. This is going off that way. I have to rope and then try a daring move. Okay, let's rope on. There we go. What's the best way to get there? Like that. Here we go. I have to figure out how to detach though. Because I've already seen, yeah, there we go. What is detach on controller? Nope, that's you. Don't need you. Let's descend and ascend. Okay. Oh, there we go. Select. Strange button choice. But, oh yeah, there we go. There's a thing. Item found. I don't think I got this one before. A bit more bold now, because I've done it before. If I fall down, it's not the end of the world, but I got it, it's cool. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Our rope is back. All is well. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. There we go. Now we can just do a little bit of this. Is that the summit? Yeah. Wasn't too bad. Thanks. I guess. It wasn't that hard, guys. There we go. That's the grey gully. Drink some in real life coffee as I head back to my cabin. I don't know what this thing is anymore. Knocks on the door. No, okay. See what this thing is that I found. It's like a note. Oh, it's a photograph, I think. Piece of a scenic but torn photograph. It depicts an old sturdy fellow with a long beard. I think we've met that man. We're going to the lighthouse next. This is the... Excuse me, I think it's the last building that we climb. I think the rest of it is au naturel. Right, it's Pipe Man.
Oh, sorry, laddie. Could have sworn I saw a bloody siren out there amongst the waves. Aha, got my parcel, I see. A vital piece of equipment for any climber. I see you also put it on the right side of your belt, same as I used to.
Apparently so.
Well, feel free to practice your use of it on this old pile of rubble. Bricks are falling out anyway.
Good to know. Any sirens out there? I see a rock that could be a siren rock. Let's have a look up for collectibles as well. Take this scope in, so we're going to have to circle around the back. Don't see any collectibles, so we can just sort of focus on getting up there, I guess. One last look for sirens. Any mer people out there? Amongst the waves. I guess not. Right, so we start there. So this one's got loose bricks in, so again we need to be a bit careful about the handholds. Ooh, doesn't help when you can't get one in the first place. Okay, so just check the handhold first before you let go. Like that. Yeah. See, that one's in the midst of falling out. No? Okay. Whee! You're stuck in a loop there. We go, look. Want to avoid the ones that are going to do that. You can sort of hear them, I think. Try and get right on the edge of this. Yeah, I think that's solid. That's definitely not. That's solid too. That's definitely not. Which is a pain, because that means getting to you is going to be tricky. Just pop down a rope and we can pick it up once we're there. There we go. Did I put that too far away there? No, I can get it. Cool. Okay, pointless brick. Yeah, okay. Okay, yep. That'd be a no. Useful as a quick get across, but I'm not going to rely on that. Motherfucker. Relying on that is going to be the end of me. Don't know if I'll be able to get that back. Almost fuck that one up. Hey. Let's try and see if I can. Oh, close. Right on the edge of the brick, might be able to scoop it back. Yeah. I thought that was for sure a falling out brick there. That looks like it's going to fall straight out though. No? Okay. Why has it got to fall out? Yep. Of course. Okay. Oh man. Oh, sorry, dude. I'm right above him. Dropping bricks down on your head. So let's try and get you as low as possible so we can get you back. Here we go. Easy peasy. Kind of notice we're going down again though. Aha, it's the way up. That's going to hit me right in the face. No, that's all good. Alright, let's see if I can do a bit of a jump up on this one. This action. There we go. Bypass this falling out brick. There we go. we go. So you are a treacherous brick. In fact, let's just get you out so I keep grabbing onto it. After betting both of those are going to go. Oh, I had it a second there. No, you're pretty solid actually. Was it you? Any you? That's a fucking seagull. So, there's a seagull there, which means I'm going to do this. For a very important reason. The seagulls can fuck off, basically. Okay, it's fine. So, seagulls will... will try and peck at you. And they'll force you to lose your handholds. So, screw seagulls. So that's why he's getting slapped. Get out of here. So you can slap them away, but it's obviously very difficult when you're hanging one-handed off a rock. Slap the shit out of you to actually slap them away. Okay, that's the lighthouse done. Hopefully that seagull isn't a sign of things to come in the next area, because I fucking hate seagulls. They're the bane of this game. The worst beings imaginable. Right, what have we got next? We have Old Man of Shore. Yore. A sea stack standing tall amidst calm waves. The growth of bristling shrubbery makes the stack a favourable nesting ground for seabirds. So yes, it's time to slap some gulls. So we're going to be making strong use of our rope here. Because fuck the birds. They'll basically be perched on handholds. And you'll disturb them by just climbing naturally. And then you've got to, like, try and... yeah.
Winged devils. The old man here usually brings down the spirit of your greenhorns, so I brought an extra rope for you.
Oh, cool.
I'll toss it down.
Thanks, bro.
Good luck.
Whee! Neatly landed on the rock. Plus 2 ropes. Oh, nice. So I have 3 whole ropages now. So let's get to it. Yep. There we go. And yep. Okay, I would love to do climbing at some point, but I don't really... I'd have to train a shit ton for it, and I would not climb like this. I'll do, like, indoor climbing. I think it's called bouldering, when you just stick to, like, the walls that you find in gyms and stuff. I certainly wouldn't be doing... ah, shit. So my strategy for dealing with birds is to do this. Because if he comes, he will... here we go, peck one hand, but I'll be saved by the other. Like that, you see. So when you hear the fluttering of wings or hear a squawk, get in like this. Because they're tenacious fucks. There we go. Resettle back down. Don't know. Oh, that was close. Like, so you can slap them away. Oh, fucking hell. I didn't even know you were there, dude. Can that really be my fault? There it is. The other thing you can do is just speed ahead. I think they have a limited attack range. And if you can get out of that range, you're usually alright. Feels very weird talking about seagulls having an attack range. Hey, buddy. You're guarding a collectible, aren't you? Fuck. This is going to end badly. There we go. Haha. Fuck you, bird. Hang here for a little bit, because I think Sir Peckington's going to come back. have a really itchy nose and it's the really wrong time for it. Yep, there we go. Oh, shit. Oh, fucking everywhere. There we go. Incoming. Coming in for another strike. Hey? Yep. Hey, buddy. You got any seagull killing weaponry in there? Really useful, but we made it.
You know, quite impressed.
Hey, I didn't fall once, mate.
Fallen, your bones must be made of rubber.
Well, I mean, I did fall that once, but I caught myself.
I'd say quit the butt flossing with them ropes and risk some leaps. How else are you gonna send the great?
Did you see me? Did you see me use a rope?
Now go on and get your stuff. I didn't take my break here to babysit.
Buddy, I climbed all that and got the thing without any trouble at all, so screw you. And that was a difficult plus, so I think I'm good. I ascended a difficult plus without ropes. I think there is a free climb setting where you just can't use ropes or anything like that, but fuck that. Hello.
Hey to you, lad. I'm here on behalf of the official Ascension Society.
Thank you.
You have made great progress so far. Perhaps you have seen some of the stuff left behind on peaks by other mountaineers. If you come across a lot of those, we'll put in some rewards for your trouble. We'd like to keep the climbing routes free of that kind of rubbish, of course. I brought something that might be useful to you in that endeavour.
Thank you.
Keep up the climbing spirit, lad.
Is there something to detect whether there's collectibles on the peaks or not? Yes, it is. A special map with a map of special markers indicating which peaks are things you've yet to find on the route. There's a barometer used to measure altitude and find collectibles. Okay. So I think the ones I've actually been to, there aren't any. We've got more. Yeah. Right, let's clean you up. Oh, it's a shoe. An old school climbing shoe. Much like the ones that our friends that we've been meeting have been wearing. Get all that scrubbed off there. It's a nasty ass shoe. There we go. An old climbing shoe. Must have climbed barefooted or lost it to the gulls. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me with those fucking gulls. Tenacious little fucks. Right, what's next? The Giant's Shelf. A natural arch in sprawling woodland. The route sports a number of crimp holes. These are the chaps. I can't remember what I called them before. I meant crimp. Making quick decision making vital. Basically, you just swing like your life depends on it. They're like little tiny holes that like muller your fingers basically, so you can't hang on for too long.
Ah, bloody crimps.
Hey buddy.
Ah, gonna try and best these crimp holes too, eh?
Yep.
They'll get those scrawny mitts of yours roughened
Is it
up
with you in my
in
hands?
time. My daughter makes short work of these, though my hands are no what they used to be. The key is to make a quick but calculated move. Well, I'll take a break myself, but best of luck to you.
Yep. Let me touch you. Right. Crimp holes. They do that. They give you a little timer. So you can basically reset the timer to a degree by not holding anything for a while. So you can sort of play it to a degree by hanging on with one hand and letting the other one go loose until you've got a bit more oomph to play with. But it can get tricky. Right, so oh, there's a thing there, but I'm not entirely sure how one gets that. Are there crimp holes down on the floor there? See what looks like a crimp hole there. I'm going to waste my time and go and have a look. Ah, yeah, it's like a mini crimp hold challenge. Okay. See if we can cheese it with a little bit of this. Oh, get the other one on there. Oh, crimp it. There we go. Gotcha. There you go, just air out your hands. Get them nice and stretched out and relaxed. There we go. Cool. There we go. I'm not going to give you much time on that one though. Oh, that's the problem with crimp holds. You recharge a little bit, but it can be a bit finicky how much it actually recharges you. But usually crimp holds, at least in the early ones, are sectioned out with these, and these allow your hand stamina to recharge. So, quick but calculated move. There's the next hold. There it is. That was reasonably calculated. Okay, so we're climbing up now. Climbing up from the crimps. There we go. Down again. So long crimp hold sections, I like this one. A rope's usually sensible. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the rope as low as we can get it. Oh, it's a bit higher than I wanted. Just because if we then fall, we should be able to connect up to the rope here. And then that will give us like a bit of a shortcut to the top. Also because I think we are too far away. Actually, we might be able to hook on a little bit closer there. Yeah, there we go. The danger of ropes, though, is that... Yeah, we just managed to get there, but the danger is that rope runs out while you're still in a crimp hold. So you're going to have to like get used to taking off your ropes at the right time and that sort of thing. Is that a crimp? I think that's a regular hold. Good. Let's try and get on the edge there. We might have to jump that actually. There we go. Let's angle ourselves that way. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. You see that lurch forward when I put both my hands up? That's the strange physics at work there. And it will make later peaks a lot easier. Oh my god. Okay. This is a little awkward. There we go. I'm going to rope up here as well. I know he gave me shit for roping up earlier, but fuck it, you can even do the crimp holds. There we go. I'm going to detach now. Simple reason that I don't want to get caught with my rope on in these crimps. Here we go. As long as we go fast, crimp holds are just like any other hold. Oh! My first fall. But we've got a rope right here, so not the end of the world. Should be able to, yep, hook back on. And then I've got to figure out the ascension controls. There we go. Just hope I didn't put it too low down that I can't actually grab anything. Which I had the horrible feeling. That's exactly what I did. Oh. Grab it. Let's just lower it down a little bit more. Yeah, okay. Okay. Gonna have to go all the way back here. Oof. That was a silly rope area, wasn't it? Too busy concerned about getting my way back up. Well, I didn't think that I wouldn't be able to grab on, but there we go. too bad. So there we go. Cut myself around to the edge there. There we go. That's not a crimp hold, is it? No. Handy. So I should be able to just go across to there. Let's instead hook out there-ish. Hopefully that's enough to get me back up if I fall. You can jump and get onto ropes, so it's not the end of the world. I gotta get like a hook in a way that means I can rotate around. There we go. Whew. That was very close for comfort there. Am I still hooked? Yep. Off I go. Okay, thank God that wasn't a crimp hold because this hand was yeah, about to give up. Alright, this is a bit of a doozy, so try and get there. That should hopefully give us the rope we need to get across without worry. There we go. That's why we rope. Nope. That's silly. So I'm going to try and aim for... Hopefully I grab onto a non-crimp, because I'm going to need like some time to like position myself on here. Get it. There we go. Whew. Okay. I think the summit is up there. Nice. I don't think there is anything else down there. I saw some crimp holes down there. I think it's just a way of getting back up. Oh, well, the barometer will tell us. Let's get to the summit first before we worry about anything else. There we go. Alright, which key is the barometer? Okay, not that. There we go. I don't know if that's... I don't know if that has anything to do with that actually, so never mind. That's just telling me how close I am to the summit, I think. So that's just the boop of the giant shelf, and then we'll have a look on the map when we get back. Not that I'm going to summit it again, I'm just curious, you understand? Because some of the things you can collect is extra ropes, and you need all the ropes you can get for the last peaks. So what was that? Was that Giant's Gully? Something like that. Was that the Old Man? No, we did the Old Man of Steel. Giant's Shelf, I think that was it. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything else there. Some of them have got two, but this one's just the one, which is this thing, whatever it is. So, is that a sleeping bag? Or a sleeping mat, I should say. Not really much of a bag. There we go. A small rolled up sleeping bag. Whoever left this behind must be some kind of wild man. Sure. Oh, it fell out of someone's bag, but sure, let's go with the wild man theory. There's no tippy taps on my door. No rapping on my chamber door, so let's go to the next one. Evergreen's End. A peak situated in the shadow of the tallest evergreen in the region. It requires climbers to make use of the branches growing through the rocks. It's very difficult, apparently. Spirit of my... Okay. Yeah, so we've got to swing off these little branches that are coming through. Anyone say hello to before I start my ascent? Doesn't look like it. So, yeah, these sort of things, they bend, which is the struggle with them. But they're not too bad. Okay, it's a crimp. Now that we've been introduced to crimps, they're going to start appearing en masse. Oh, come on. There we go. So we can sort of climb our way up these. So they're not like all drooping. There we go. And these are pretty solid as climbing things go. They're a bit awful to jump off of, as I think we're about to experience. For the basic reason that they're just in the fucking way all the time. But they're not too bad. Oh no, wait, there's a crimp there that we can get to. Can I get rid of you first? No, I think we're going to have to crimp and pray. Or was it not a crimp? Okay. It looked very crimpy to me, but... Okay, so this bit's going to be a right pain. What I'm going to do is use my first rope of the day. Simply because when you have to make jumps off of these, it can go very wrong. It looks like I can grab that one without jumping, so let me take you back actually. We'll rope up. Yeah. We'll rope up here. Because we're going to have to jump to the big one. The issue is, obviously, it's just the whole thing's sort of in front of you when you're trying to jump. It's a bit better. What? Oh, gotcha. Another rope there that we're going to try and get to. More ropes, the better. Okay, looks like we have to go up to get it, though. How am I doing for my rope? Still got some slack. Hopefully that means... yeah. I can get the rope while still tethered to a rope. There's 2 ropes. So we've got ropes galore now. Okay, I'm going to have to detach. Don't think that's quite ground level enough for me to grab, unfortunately, but we shall see if and when we unfortunately get to that stage. And I best keep an eye out for any collectibles as well. Not sure what rewards you get for them. Hopefully it's more ropes. Oh, I see something up there. Here we go. That'll be the 2 from this. And this is going to be a rope sitch for sure. So we've got to swing over to you, have we? Right, let's try and keep ourselves at a stable starting point. I think it's not a... maybe I need to like get on a bit more like that, so it's a bit more of a swing. Ooh. There we go. Let's get to our rope's limit, and then we'll... yeah, there we go. You can tell from the doof you've hit the rope's length. Get rid of these bloody bushes. The sheer amount of energy it takes to do this must be insane. Guy must eat like 17 burgers for breakfast to get all the calories to keep doing this. That's just a normal, I don't think that's a crimp. It's a bit too chunky to be a crimp. There we go. Ooh, that's a long way down. Am I going to be able to reach that without jumping? Yes. Hey, is that the summit? Yep, that's the summit. Oh. Okay. Whew. That was a toughie. But we didn't fall. We got some more ropes and we got something else to dust off, so it went well. But next one is the twins, which has a crux, which is where the pain begins. Because a crux is essentially the game's way of saying this is a very difficult section that usually requires some blind jumps, or well, not blind, but you know what I mean. Some tough jumps. Hello
Well
again.
met, good sir. I see you are making progress.
That I am.
Just a quick note about the collection of peaks you're currently trying to conquer. Each peak serves as a way to introduce a new aspect of climbing, whether that's the types of holds, obstacles, weather conditions, and what have you. It's up to you to identify these aspects and learn how to conquer them. Good luck, sir.
Thank you. Doing well so far. I've only fallen once. And I've gotten all the collectibles, more than I've even got in my first playthrough, I think. Some climber's hat. It's got some dust in the actual hat as well, which is a bit unfortunate. There we go. A trig-looking fisherman's cap. This outrageously littering climber must not be fond of hats. I'm not sure it's all just one bloke, dude. There you go, let's put that hat next to the other hat. There we go. And, yeah, I think we're all good. Evergreen's end is clear. Let's see how many there are on the twins, actually. None. Okay, good. Severe. A shorter pair of stacks, however, looks can be deceiving. This route's first half offers a brisk climb, yet the second requires climbers to overcome the crux. Off we go to the twins. Down my stick.
Well, how about you try it then?
Maybe I will. I'll need a few more tuppers before I give that crux a go.
He didn't even bring any rope, you dunderhead.
Well, I
Dunderhead.
thought a nice brew was just as vital.
Hi guys.
Ah, good to see you again, friend. You know, this might not look intimidating, but you see that ledge up there? That right there is the crux.
Aye, other climbers call it the leap of faith. Hardest part of the route, that is. To get to the next hold up there, you best get a good wind up in that jump. Truth be told, the only crux I can manage these days is getting up in the morning.
In the interest of self-preservation, we'd like to see you do it.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
Why don't you have the rest of this coffee? It's a bit on the strong side, so it should give you the energy for that jump. Oh,
Thank you.
and don't forget your rope.
Yeah, I got
Best be
plenty
on
of
the
that.
safe side,
Right. Let's tackle this crux. Also use all the hotkey left thumb. Why did you say that one in the controller support, but everything else gets nothing? Well, that's a good start. What's over there? Oh, okay. I don't know how the hell I managed that. Nearly plunged into the icy waters below then. Okay, it's behind me. It seems to be that certain angles look behind you better. Let's get both on there and there we go. Feels like you get a bit of a smarter boost when you got both on the same. Right. This is the brisk climb section. It is actually pretty brisk. Both in climbing speed and probably temperature. Oh, that was close. Let's let you run out a little bit so I've got a bit more grip on this hand. Oh no. That's bad. In the water I go. Right, let's do this properly, shall we? No more fucking around. It would help if it wasn't so sort of finicky about grabbing ledges sometimes. Like your poor character can flail around a little bit sometimes before the hand will register. Oh, there we go. It's clearly designed to be sort of crept up like this, isn't it? There we go. We got plenty of rope. Let's use one to help with the crimps, I think. No harm in securing yourself from crimpage. Should that happen. Seems to be like getting around the corner here is going to be the the pain in the butt. Oh, that's the move. Getting both hands on, I think. Might be able to secure onto that rope if I fall. I'll have to be halfway up the mountain to do it, but... Right, here we go. Crux reached. Ominous music. So we're going to need one of these bad boys. So the reason it's the crux is because we need to get up to that rock up there. I'm actually going to try it from this one, see if this is any easier. So we need a big jump, basically, and then I need to get my hands out for that momentum boost. So what I'm going to try and do is... No. Drink a bit of this coffee. It's not necessary, but it gives you a bit of a boost. Can be quite finicky at times. Okay. No, I had more trouble with this crux than I'd have done with any other cruxes in this game. I don't know what it is about this one, whether they just put the tricky one at the start in a sort of, if you can beat this, you can beat them all kind of way. But it really is a right pain in the ass to do. That's all we need to do is sort of build up momentum, jump off, and then launch ourselves up. Let's try again with the coffee. That's the barometer. Coffee only lasts for a limited amount of time, so... No, I keep banging my head. And that ruins the whole jump. Really got to, like, swing out carefully. So I'm going to... I mean, I did it without coffee before, so... Let's just get a couple of practice swings in, shall we? Oh, close. Very close. See, so you're always very close, but never quite there. What happens if I, like, do that? Maybe that will give me, like... No. Although, don't know. Let's try one more time with the coffee. Maybe if I just get like a little single-handed swing on like that. Or not. Oh yeah, that did it. Crux completed. I prefer conquered, to be honest, but... Let's summit this and then we'll end this episode here. Oh, there's fucking... cribs. Just hammer it into the handhold. What could possibly go wrong? Ah, you fucker. That's why we rope. Fucking crimps. You know what, fuck it. There we go. There we go. When in doubt, just put some power in. That's the summit. Yeah. I think it auto-detangles the rope. Thank you. Right, so as we stand on top of this horrible crux, we will end this episode here. I'll be doing one more Pizza Yore, just again to use up the time. So I shall be back Thursday, maybe? I've lost track. Depends whether I put up the little Nightmares test run or not. See how bad the audio is. But we shall see. It'll be up whenever the next slot is I'm uploading these is, which is very helpful. Either way, thank you very much for watching. Do check out my other videos. If you do, I shall see you there. Goodbye. Boop.